Hello everyone. Today I've got a new product that's available at GotHeliRC to show you. This is the Eachine Assasin 180. As you can see, it comes with a nice little travel case. Travel case seems pretty rugged and durable. Seems like the perfect little thing you could have for a casual pilot or somebody who just wants to have a little machine to throw in their trunk and fly around on their lunch break. The material is pretty durable. I wouldn't call it a hard case, but it's semi-hard. And it looks like it's some kind of a nylon canvas material, so it should keep things nice and protected. And inside you can see have the GotHeliRC sticker that they included for me. Those are always cool. I love the little quadcopter munching on the .com. So got the manuals here, and I'm not going to spend a lot of time going over these. There's some useful information in there, some stuff the lights do, the sticks, how to, I guess this is how to disarm and arm the motors, some information about the battery, and of course also the main board, some of the plugs and connectors, kind of stuff like that. The VR007 FPV goggles. This is some more information. Again, I'm not going to be going over that too much. Let's take a look at the transmitter. Now, as far as transmitters go, the Eachine i6, this is a RTF transmitter that they include with their machine. It seems pretty good for a ready-to-fly transmitter. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's the greatest thing I've ever used. It's not like a store-bought, but it's definitely much nicer than most of the ready-to-fly type machines I've gotten in the past. The sticks is one of the things I like the most. If you can see there, they have the spiky tops on them, and that's good for getting a nice grip on the stick if you're a thumber. If you grip like this, that's maybe not such a big deal. But it is nice to have that if you're a thumber. You get a nice grip out of that. And another nice little feature it has is right here, it has two spots you can attach the neck strap, so that you can hang the neck strap from your neck with a little less angle, almost flat actually, or you can come up top here and hang it that way and it'll give you a slight angle. So it just depends on how you like to hold your transmitter. And if you wanted it to be at that angle, that's pretty nice. Or if you wanted it more flat, just pick the hole you like. So that's nice for me, because I usually end up buying an additional thing that's like usually $15 or $20 to just hook on there, so I can adjust the angle. So a nice little additional feature. And now we have the FPV goggles. Now, you know, you have to realize that at a price point like this entire kit is $349 at GotHeliRC. Transmitter, goggles, and the actual quadcopter itself. You know, it wasn't long ago, maybe just even a year ago, that even the cheapest set of do-it-yourself FPV goggles would have cost you $100 to $200. At this price point, it's excellent that this actually includes a set of FPV goggles. You can see it's got a lens protector on the inside, so you can see some bubbles in there. But honestly, this seems like it's going to be a pretty big field of view on the screen for, you know, honestly, how low cost these FPV goggles are. This could be some kind of game changer for people that want to just get into FPV to just try it out. I mean, not very expensive at all at this price point. You know, these things are just getting cheaper and cheaper. So, and especially with all the features that this machine has, it's pretty amazing actually, that they can keep it that cheap. So we have two sets of props that are included, one red and one black. You know, they seem like pretty decent for what it is, but I'll definitely have to buy some new props. Probably won't last long. A couple of hits on the ground or something, they're probably going to break right away, which is actually what you want. You don't want the props to damage your motors and stuff like that when they hit. So we have a little bag of goodies here, and inside we have some antenna tubes for the receiver antennas. It looks like some kind of maybe a bind plug for the receiver. Whoops. drop my tools, and a couple of hex wrenches. There's also the FPV antenna. This is the transmitter antenna. Seems like it's just a regular monopole antenna, so this probably isn't going to have a whole lot of penetration through obstacles, and the range on it is going to be a little bit limited. But I'm sure you can switch this out for circular polarized or something like that. And then there's the neck strap, which honestly is one of the nicer neck straps I've ever seen or gotten with anything. I don't know what kind of material this is, but I like the feel of it. It's got a really nice smooth feel, and the way that the strap adjusts is my favorite thing, that it just slides like so, and you can shorten it or lengthen it, and all the excess of the strap just kind of folds into itself there. My Spectrum transmitter straps have like dangling pieces for if I shorten the strap. It has extra parts that just dangle and you got to cut them off or do something with them. So this is a nice little setup. I like this. You know, it has their name plastered literally all the way around. I think they could have done with just putting it on there 2 or 3 times, but other than that, I really like this neck strap. I can see where I might end up using this more frequently than just with this model. Alright, so let's set that aside. Next we have the flight pack and the batteries for the goggles. It comes with 2 800 milliamp hour rechargeable batteries for the goggles. These are all smart batteries, including the flight pack. Okay, and what that means is that they have a little meter on the top that you can push a button and it'll give you an approximate reading of the capacity of the battery. That's a nice little feature. These little ones here charge with the USB port in the back, and there is a provided USB charging cable. On the bottom here we have the FPV goggle receiver antenna and a microfiber towel to wipe your lens on the goggles or on the camera. That's nice. With the battery, I know some people complain about the proprietary battery and not being able to see if it's balanced and things like that. I don't mind buying a proprietary battery from somebody like Eachine and not having a standard plug on it, but what I do mind is the charger. It won't charge very fast with a little wall plug like this. You know, I don't know. This is more of a casual flying machine to me, not so much a serious take it out to the flying field and fly for hours all day kind of thing. So I don't think it'll be that big of a deal having to wait for these batteries to charge. But, you know, especially if you're going to do it the night before and then throw it in your car and fly around at lunch or something. But the charge time, I think, is going to be the biggest problem with the proprietary battery, unfortunately. So, with the charge dock and everything out of the way, let me go ahead and show you the actual Eachine Assasin 180. Alright, so here it is. This is the Eachine Assasin 180. It's a pretty cool looking little quadcopter. Some nice bright, really bright LEDs on the front. Some people don't like that because they're blinding if they fly this in line of sight. Other people that fly FPV might actually enjoy it because at night they're pretty bright, so it might help with the night flying aspect. It's really hard to say, but it does have an adjustable tilt angle. Looks like it goes to, I don't know, about 20 degrees or so. And the motors seem good. Everything looks pretty nice on here. You can see the GPS module has come undone in shipping. I don't know if that's just because in Florida it's actually been pretty hot here, and maybe through shipping it got hot and the glue came undone. I really can't say, but it was like 80 degrees the other day, so who knows. In the shipping containers and the boxes and everything, I'm sure it gets hotter. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to reattach that with just a little piece of 3M mounting tape, and it looks like they mounted it under the carbon fiber plate here because there's a piece of foam under there, and it looks like the glue just had come undone from the foam. So they used some kind of mounting tape similar to this, but it had, I guess, cheap glue on it that peeled off. I don't know. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fix that up before I go fly, and of course that'll be in my actual review video. I think I'll show what I did with that before I fly it. And, you know, just looking at the thing, I'm pretty sure anybody who's anybody can look at it and complain about the landing gear and that they're plastic. But what I want to point out about that is I've flown quite a few quote-unquote micro helicopters and quadcopters and the like, and naturally they're gonna use plastic for the landing gear. You could put aluminum here, but that'd just be heavy. You could put carbon fiber and it would make it lighter, but it would be really expensive. So really this kind of landing gear just makes sense. I can't really complain too much about it. I know they're gonna break, but I plan on just taking off and landing in grass and not concrete and things like that, so I think they'll last. And then if they don't, it looks like you can just take them off and maybe put some foam pad on the bottom and just take off and land right on that. No big deal. So I'm not too worried about the plastic landing gear. I know some people online were complaining about them. What are you gonna do, you know? It's for, like I said, $350. These things just keep getting cheaper and cheaper. It has GPS, it has the Naze 32 flight controller. I mean, this has almost everything that a bigger machine. In fact, I know other machines on the market that cost $300 just for the quadcopter, and it doesn't even have a GPS sensor. So I think this is a pretty good deal for an RTF package. You know, naturally, one of the issues is that when you go to plug in your battery, there's no on-off switch. So you always, before you power it on, want to make sure that you have your receiver or your transmitter antenna attached, because otherwise you're going to burn out your video transmitter, and that's not going to be fun because it's integrated into this main board and you'll have to replace the whole main board. The other thing with these antennas, it looks like every time you want to put it back in this case, you'll have to take them off. It doesn't look like it's going to fit in there with the antennas on, and that seems to maybe also include the antenna tubes for these, but we'll see. Yeah, no, definitely those will have to come off because the transmitter will have to sit right on top. So it's only probably takes a minute to put the antennas on anyway, and then you'll also have to put on your props. So I think that'll pretty much conclude my unboxing of the Eachine Assasin 180. I will be doing a review on it shortly. Tomorrow I'll be doing my first flights, the line of sight flight and the FPV flights. And if you want to catch the review and those flights, you can go ahead and give me a subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. I think that'll be it. So we'll see you in the next video. You guys have some good flights out there and enjoy the new Eachine Assasin 180. Thanks for watching.